Under pressure in Ukraine, Russia's president has chosen the path that is most familiar to him: escalation.
To defend our motherland, its sovereignty and territorial integrity, for the security of our people and on the liberated territories, it is necessary to support the proposal of the Defense Ministry and Chief of General Staff to announce a partial mobilization of military reservists.
7 months after invading Ukraine, the Kremlin is calling up 300,000 reservists to support what it still calls the special military operation. And from Russia's commander-in-chief, this threat to the West.
Our country, too, has different weapons of destruction. In some cases, they are more modern than those of NATO. If the territorial integrity of our country is threatened, then to defend Russia and our people, we shall, of course, use all means at our disposal. I am not bluffing.
So why the threat, and why now? Well, in a few days' time, the Kremlin will try to annex a whole swathe of Ukrainian territory. Vladimir Putin's saber-rattling sends a message to Ukraine and to the West: don't attack, don't try to take those areas back. As news of mobilization spread, there were reports that flights out of Russia were selling out fast, amid concern that men of fighting age would soon not be allowed to leave the country. I'm worried this is just the start, Sergei tells me, and that there could be full mobilization. But Margarita says that if our leaders demand this, we must do our duty. I trust Putin 100%. Later, the president met his defense minister. They've decided on mobilization because they're short of troops. So short that in prison camps across Russia, this mercenary chief, a close Putin ally, has been recruiting inmates to fight in Ukraine, promising them their freedom if they serve 6 months with his group, Wagner, and survive. When Vilena went to visit her husband in prison a few days ago, she was told the husband, a convicted murderer, wasn't there.
I said, "What do you mean, not here? He's been here for 13 years and suddenly he's gone?" They told me they had no more information. A few days later, he called me from a Ukrainian number. I know for sure that my husband is in Ukraine. Even if he agreed to go there, he was sent illegally. Sending convicts into combat is against the law.
Now the Kremlin will be sending reservists to Ukraine. But in Moscow tonight, a protest against mobilization. Hundreds have been detained across the country. Not everyone in Russia is willing to stay silent about Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine and his war with the West. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Moscow.